Hello everybody, Christian Kang here from Shanghai, ready to bring you again inside the world of Asian action cinema. As you can already see from these pictures, today we are talking about a true legend. A man who has achieved in his career all kinds of goals. Actor, action director, fight choreographer, singer, producer, Of course I'm talking about the one and only Jackie Chan.
No shit.
Growing up, I was following the careers of many action stars. I was a fan of many action actors, the American ones, Stallone, Bruce Willis, Schwarzenegger, who I still consider to be an American action star, even if he's actually from Europe. Of course, my own country action stars, Fabio Testi, Franco Nero, Thomas Millian, the great action comedians, Bud Spencer, Terence Hill. Of course, I was following the career of Jet Li, Sammo Hung, Yuan Biao, Gordon Liu, all these great Asian action actors. But of all of these action stars, Jackie Chan has always been the one who has interested me the most. Still today, I consider him to be my main inspiration. He's the man who inspired me to leave Italy and come over here to China to pursue this career. And I believe it's because by watching his movies, you can really learn all that there is to learn about creating good action on screen. There's something unique about his movies. The way he shoots action, so full of details, his wide shots, his perfect editing skills can teach you really a lot about action. So if you don't have a stunt school to go to, just watch Jackie Chan movies and you will truly learn a lot. So, topic of this video is something that I believe since I was a little kid. And I always believed, and I still do, that Jackie Chan is truly the greatest action star ever. Before going forward with this video, first of all we need to explain what is an action star. What I believe to be the perfect action hero. You know, back in the 80s we had many action stars, and all of them they were kind of badass also in real life. Many had sport backgrounds, they were athletes, they were maybe champion in some disciplines or whatever, so you could actually believe that outside of the screen they were also very tough, they were badass people. Today there is a very worrying trend, especially here in Asia, I believe is getting more and more extreme, and it's the trend of putting, I don't know, the pop star of the moment, the singer of the moment, this handsome guy in the role of action stars. You know, sometimes you see these action actors here that are like very skinny, just nice looking, and you don't believe for a second that they're able to punch one guy in the face and knock him out. For example, back in the days, Wang Feiyong, the classic Chinese hero, was played by Jet Li or Zhao Wenzhou. And today instead he's just played by an handsome actor who's very good, I really like him, but you know, of course he's not the true martial artist, and who knows in the future, next time they're gonna play this character, who they're gonna call. Another important thing that I want to point out is that many people maybe connect the words action star, action hero with toughness, with, you know, brooding look, you know, with his eyes, you know, or guys like all angry, like I'm shooting you, I'm gonna kill you, so all this anger. So, you know, Jackie Chan instead is on the lighter part of this range. You know, he always have a laugh here and there, he's also a comedian. So also here in China, many people, when they think about action stars, I don't know, maybe they think about Donnie Yen or Jet Li, like tougher guys, and they think Jackie's more like a funny guy. But you should not be separating action from laughing or comedy, because what do the words action actor mean? They mean an actor who performs action. And you know, even in violent Jackie Chan's shootouts, he always finds the time and place to put a laugh here and there. And why is that? It's because you don't need to be angry to do action, you don't need to be like... You know, you can also be doing like some funny stuff, you know, some facial expressions that are funny. So that's why, talking about action actors, you know, don't separate tough guys from funny guys, okay?
You got that?
Wow, thanks, Ash!
And so, to prove my point about Jackie Chan, I created the list of 5 requirements that an actor needs to meet in order to be considered an action star. And here is the list. Requirement number 1. A set of skills in real life. So living beside the action on screen, the work of the actor on the screen, real life skills. So if an actor is, you know, a master of a martial arts style, or is an athlete, or if he has any other set of skills, like he's a good driver, a good shooter, he can skydive, you know, real life skills. A particular set of skills. I know Liam Neeson, you are looking at me, Liam Neeson, I am looking at you, you know that you know what I mean, right? Liam Neeson, man, you have to go, man. Anyway, requirement number 1, real life set of skills. Requirement number 2, the number of action movies that an actor has done during his career. Requirement number 3, the different styles of action that an actor has used in his movies. So we are not talking about only martial art fights, but car chases, gun fights, the use of explosion, etc. etc. Requirement number 4, the number of stunts that an actor has done by himself during his career. And requirement number 5, related to the fourth one, the number of injuries that an actor has endured during the year of his career. So analyzing Jackie Chan, you can see real life skills. Jackie Chan, of course, there's no need to say that he's a master of many different styles of martial arts. He has been trained by the top teachers at the Beijing Opera, and we all know that he began his career as a stuntman.
And probably his most famous stunt works comes from Bruce Lee's movies Fist of Fury and Enter the Dragon.
So, leaving beside his physical abilities, if we watch his documentary My Stunts, we can see that Jackie Chan is also very skilled in shooting.
And also he has a deep knowledge of how to handle a gun, both in real life but also on screen, to make the gun scenes more appealing to the audience. And let's not forget his passion for sport cars.
You know, he likes cars, fast cars, he has worked with Mitsubishi for so many years, so he's also a very skilled driver, and he likes to know everything about every kind of action scene that he can portray on screen.
This one already used.
And just for example, a deep knowledge of how to create explosion on screen.
To feel more adrenaline rush while he's actually shooting a scene. And when he jumps, he can feel the heat and the real blow of the explosion behind him, so you know everything looks more real. So not only physical skills, but also so many other abilities that make him a kind of a complete badass person in real life. So I believe requirement number 1, Jackie Chan definitely has it.
And so real life skills, check.
Requirement number 2, number of action movies.
Well, very few actors have such an impressive resume as Jackie does.
You know, Jackie has gone over 100 movies. Not all of them are action. Right now he's getting more into drama, into more acting heavy roles, because of course he's getting older. He just want to showcase also his acting, not just like his physical skills, because he already proved himself
more and more times in the past. And we are talking about the body of work, which mainly consists in starring roles, directing roles, action directing roles, screenwriting, so he's truly a central figure in most of his movies. And this is the reason why this great achievement of him has been recently recognized with the honorary Oscar win.
So, about resume, he has done it all. He has a lot of action movies on his resume.
So, point number 2, total of action movies, also check.
And then, requirement number 3, use of different action styles, use of different action scenes. Many people that think about Jackie Chan, especially in the West, they maybe know him only from his American comedies, the Rush Hour series, Shanghai Noon, or the other comedies that he has done after those. But if you go back and look at his filmography from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, Jackie Chan has done all kinds of action movies. Not only comedies, even dramas. For example, Crime Story is an heavy drama.
As well, for example, Heart of Dragon, which is an heavy drama based on the story of two brothers, more than just a martial art film.
Even Thunderbolt, I don't believe it to be too much of a comedy. He has some comedy elements in it, but mostly is also a drama. And in all these movies, he has done so many different action scenes and he used so many different action styles. Leaving beside again martial arts or fighting styles,
his range of action scenes goes from crazy shootouts to crazy chases in the snow to pay homage to James Bond movies, to crazy underwater fight scene and crazy explosions.
Like Police Story 2, the final explosion, he blows up in a whole factory. I think also it was kind of illegal, he wasn't supposed to do so. I remember from an interview.
And let's not forget about his amazing use of car chases in many of his movies.
Incredible car stunts that have been copied even by American movies like Michael Bay in Bad Boys 2, where the hammer goes down the favelas. He has been taken straight out of a Jackie Chan movie, of Police Story 1.
Which contains one of the most amazing opening scenes for an action film. And let's not forget about the final scene from Too Fast, Too Furious, which was taken straight out of the movie Police Story First Strike, in which Jackie jumps on a boat using a car. with the difference that in Too Fast, Too Furious, most of the work was done by CGI, while in Jackie's film it was obtained using practical effects and practical stunts.
So, if you explore the world of action and you put on the table what kind of action you can shoot in a movie, okay, there are car chases, gunfights, using explosions, fight scene, and you can find many kind of actions, many different kind of actions that you can shoot. You will find out that Jackie Chan has used every kind of action possible in his movies. So, requirement number 4, Jackie Chan definitely has it.
And so let's put a check right there.
Requirement number 4, stunts. Before going into this topic, I want to say that every actor in the world uses stunt-double. There are many videos online that also shows Jackie Chan as he was doubled in certain scenes, fight scene or stunts. So you don't need to mention in the comment, I know. And this is because every actor needs to use stunt doubles. It's not because he may be afraid or something, but when you are on set, and this I experienced on my own skin. When you are on set, you are directing an action scene, you are choreographing, and there is a particular shot which is dangerous, which takes a lot of time to get prepared, and you have to be in front of the camera. And then you are thinking, what happens if the camera operator do something wrong? What happens if something goes wrong behind the camera? I'm doing a dangerous stance, maybe I'm kicking someone, and this someone is falling down a dangerous stairs or whatever, someone else maybe get injured. So what do? You find out that the only solution is to be behind the camera. You cannot be in both places at the same time. So sometimes you have to leave alone the action in front of the camera to follow it from behind the camera. That's the main reason.
With another possible circumstance being when schedule is in conflict with the actor's physical condition. For example, in Thunderbolt, in the final fight scene, Jackie was doubled for almost 50% of the fight. And why is that? It was because he was still recovering from the injuries that he sustained while shooting Rambo in the Bronx, his leg injury.
With that said, of course, Jackie Chan
has the record for most stunts performed by an actor. We really have seen Jackie Chan do all kinds of stuff. Jumping from buildings, taking rides while hanging from a helicopter, fighting on moving trains, jumping on moving buses. He has done an amazing amount of stunts. Of course, there are stuntmen around the world who are amazing, who are incredible, that has done crazy amount of stunts, and you could write 10 books about them.
As an actor who also acts in front of the camera or also direct movies, he has done the most number of stunts of any other actor.
So let's take our Photoshop and put a check right there.
And then with this we go into the final requirements, which is body injuries. Proper action hero, proper action stars, of course, if he does a lot of his stunts on his own, even when production companies sometimes, they want to avoid that because they are scared of insurance. That's why, for example, Jackie in his American movies wasn't able to do as much as he would like to. Of course, he has to worry about insurance, so they have less time to shoot fight scene, or sometimes he has to be doubled because some scenes were too dangerous. But anyway, he has the record for most injuries sustained by an actor. He has broke every bone in his body, everybody knows this, I don't need to tell you.
And we can all agree that Jackie, especially when he was young, was really crazy. He didn't care at all about his own safety, he was just 100% focused on delivering the best entertainment for the audience and his fans. In certain stunts, he could have just used wires for safety reasons, like the infamous clock tower scene in Project Hay. He could have just used wires to make sure that he would have not fall on the ground too hard. Instead, he just went for it. He just let go and drop on the ground from such a height without any wires. And that's why, for me, Jackie is the embodiment of the term daredevil.
People say, why you have to do that? Why you have to kill yourself and do this kind of dangerous things? You already you are rich, you are famous, you have a lot of fans around the world. I have no idea why. I think probably it's my family business. What means family business is my JC group, my JC team, my stunt team, my camera, my lighting, my everything. Okay, now I can retire. What about them? And besides, what about all the fans? Am I just sit there drinking a wine and drive a pretty car every day just all my life? No, I'm not going to do that. I just like to do it. And when I have a job, all my whole family, they have a job. And also I can show off to my own audience.
And a fun trivia fact is that in many countries you can find different charts that list all of Jackie Chan injuries.
So require number 5, definitely he has top spot in this list.
And so let's put a check on the final point.
So with all of this said, I hope I showed you that Jackie Chan is truly the greatest action star ever. I hope you're gonna comment below, let me know your opinion, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, who you think is a better action star. I really want to have this discussion with you. So, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications to know when I'm uploading a new video, and I hope you'll be back for my next one. Don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, you will find the link below in the description. So, thanks a lot for watching, see you next time.